Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to all. I'm Sheikh Annuar, Rahim, and together with me is Farhan Muhammad, my co-author, for a paper topic, The Aging Warriors, a study of the retiring oil and gas professionals. The study is conceived from the growing concerns of the aging workforce, in particular the baby boomers and initial group age of Gen X. It is for the fact that these groups of personnel will be leaving the industries as their retirement ages approach. Some countries, in fact, the retirement age is as early as 55. With this, the crucial knowledge will be diluted, if not lost, if proper handover or proper lesson learned are not properly documented. No doubt, the baby boomers are the most experienced group of personnel as compared to Gen X and Gen Y, as they have undergone three phases of economy, which are the industry, service economy, and knowledge economy, ranging from 1980 to 2001 onwards. Seeing the baby boomers retire will make the skill set scarce in terms of maturity and experience. For our literature, I would like to highlight two school of thoughts. The first one is the aging workforce. Back in 2005, you and Miller did suggest that this would be the main concern. And it is further compounded for the fact that these are the distinctive knowledge gaps resulting from the unemployment during a recession period back in 80s and in early 2000s. In cushioning this, the common approach is to streamline the resource management approach. Increasing the retiring age may help. The other aspect of thought is the tacit knowledge, which is attained through on-job training, or we call it mentor-mentee program. In cushioning this, despite lower effectiveness, the knowledge has to be documented, digitized, and internal work group may help to improve. The study is based on qualitative methodology and grounded theory, and it covers the aspect of oil and gas project site in MENA region and in Malaysia from 2013 to 2020, with over 13 semi-structured interviews of over minimum 10 years experience of each personnel. Out of that, we gathered the historical data, experience, interpretation, explanation, and problem base. Based on the age group, baby boomers, which are born between 46 to 1964, and Gen Y from 1981 to 1996, the baby boomers are the parental age for Gen Y. Thus, by default, we can make a pattern that Gen X would be the most suitable coach for millennial, and Gen Y would be the most suitable coach for centennial. Finding from the studies as the baby boomers retires indicates the following. There will be, number one, there will be knowledge loss. Number two, the importance to have continuity of project, ensuring that the resource remains. Number three, the senior could be used as mentor or trainer to the younger generation. Number four, utilizations of new tools and techniques for training. And number five, retain the senior workforce within the organization for the known fact that they are loyal. To make the employment comfortable, the study recommends few options to make the seniors, namely the baby boomers and the early groups of Gen X, remain in the organization, but simply make some minor improvements to the employment to ensure their commitments. Among others, the improvements are, number one, extended medical coverage on the fact that the oldest would be experiencing more medical issues. This extra contribution in terms of insurance premium could be very minimal considering corporate coverage. Number two, being the experienced personnel, they can easily fit in to be mentor, coach, and facilitator. They can easily impart their knowledges through classroom training, hands-on coach, and facilitate work groups, as I mentioned earlier, the IWG internal work group. Number three, allow flexible working hours. or even working weeks such as 4 hours a day or alternate week arrangement. In fact, this option could save costs to the organization while at the same time acquire the tacit knowledge no less. Number 4, provide a comfortable agronomic workplace with adequate support of tools and techniques to facilitate face-to-face teaching or online training in light of the COVID pandemic. As a closing to my presentation, I wish to highlight the following key takeaways. Number 1, experience cannot be purchased nor fabricated at any cost. It is acquired through years of hard work, be it through practical context, skill acquisition, or observations of activities associated with the respective industries. They may be enjoyable ones or even of difficulties that may shape your characters. Having the baby boomers and the early Gen X, as I call them, the seniors in the organization, would be one of the key source of knowledge that could enhance and shape the new generation. If we don't take care of this concern seriously, tacit knowledge will be lost through retirement. Therefore, organization must look into extending the services of the seniors and focus on the initiative of digitalizing tacit knowledge from their senior workforce. Number 2, organization is required to develop a sustainable work culture in all group ages, from the most senior down to the most junior in the organization. Sooner or later, the junior would become the senior. Without proper knowledge imparting work culture and proper knowledge and lesson learned will be lost, and we will go back to the same lesson never learned. This is the challenge. For my final remarks, knowledge is not to be kept to yourself. It is to be shared with others. Knowledge comes through experience that could be turned into lesson learned. The more you share, the more you learn. Knowledge sharing has to be inculcated as part of our work culture, and it has to be in 2 ways, giving and receiving. And the sharing has to be properly documented for the generation to come. Sooner or later, the senior will retire and the junior will become senior. Finally, I wish to end with a quote. A person should not stop until he has fully downloaded the experience to his predecessor. My name is Sheikh Annuar. Thank you very much.